Well, I mean, let's be real here. If it's not going to be the 2020 Soul, it's going to be the Telluride that gets me out on the lot. Thankfully, I'm not slipping and sliding on the ice. Hey, it's my hair. And in front of me, I do have the highly anticipated 2020 Kia Telluride, which, if you've been following the Kia models, has been kind of in anticipation for several years, kind of been this rumored car. And in fact, just like the 2.0 liter Kia Stinger, the Telluride is a thing. So here in Canada, we do get a couple models. So obviously this is going to be the Canadian model that we see. In front of me is the SX Plus, or I guess the fully loaded one, which is going to be 8-seaters, but we'll get on that a little bit later. Before we take a look at the front, you can see crossbars aren't, roof rails are attached, so you can get those crossbars for all your camping and off-roading experience. But just off the ground up, look at that, completely redesigned. The headlights take this very beautiful boxy square, kind of aggressive look. You've got that Kia signature honeycomb grille, which is that signature shape that you see on all the Kia grills. And what I love about it is that the Telluride is spelled out right there. It kind of reminds me of Jeeps, I think, Jeep Grand Cherokees, Ford Explorer, those kind of things. But this is the largest of the Kia vehicles that seats 8 passengers if you don't want to go for the minivan. A little bit about the vehicle itself. On the front, high intensity discharge lighting, of course, LEDs, and on the very bottom, accent lights. Next to the fog lights, I don't know if you see that, that is your block heater. We are Alberta. Last week I was slipping and sliding on the ice. You do need those block heaters under the hood to keep that block heater, well, what the block heater's for, under the hood, there's an engine. It's a 3.8 liter V6 engine, which is really good for this all-wheel drive vehicle. Let's get a look around the side. Now, I wish I had a better color to show you other than this ebony black. The black does get accented nicely with the chrome. It does look nice. And the Telluride is available in 6 colors this model year, so look, these are 20-inch tires. Look at those rims. Very nice. I think it's good with all-wheel drive vehicles or kind of off-terrain vehicles like this one. If you have decent enough tires, you can tackle anything the climate has to throw at you. Take a look at the back. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. If you saw the 2020 Soul video, the square kind of look gets carried on with the lights here. I mean, it doesn't go all the way across. There is the tail bar there. But I love that square kind of look. Of course, double exhaust on the bottom. You can see the engine is running. So, with that being said, we're gonna hop on inside. I think I've rambled enough with the outside view. The key itself, look at that. If you've seen other videos of mine, you can tell that these keys tend to be the new norm for Kia vehicles. That button right there, that is your lock and unlock for keyless entry. If you heard that beeping sound, it doesn't work now just because the vehicle is running. So that's just a quick look on the inside. Before we go in, this vehicle carries along the same kind of design styles as the rest of the Kia lineup, but it definitely has a bit of a premium feel. On the door itself, those are your memory seats, controls for your power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that good stuff. Child locks, you gotta love that. Cup holder on the very bottom. Actually, it's a bottle holder, not a cup holder, but premium sound system with Harman Kardon speakers. That's gonna be the same kind of speaker system on the door in the back, which we'll see in a second. But taking a look at the seat, it is a memory adjustable seat, as you saw those buttons, and these are the power controls. I love how this button here, that controls this little under the leg rest for tall people like me. Let's hop on inside. Look at that. So I actually have not taken this vehicle on a road test yet. I've driven it maybe about 10 steps from where it was parked out into where it's parked now so I can get this video. But again, similar kind of lineup when it comes to the arrangements of buttons. Obviously, a little bit of a wider vehicle requires a different layout. I love what they did with this. It is the fully loaded model, so you have all the features available right here. Lane keep assist, blind spot detection. Of course, that's for your power tail liftgate. What else? Nothing really under there. Steering wheel design, again, on the left-hand side, controls for volume up, volume down, hands-free communication. On the right-hand side of the steering wheel, this right there, that is the famous notepad button. That's what you use to control the center screen, which we can play with some features later. But underneath all that, right next to where you have your cruise control, oops, sorry, a bit of a shake, That little button there, that is your adaptive cruise control. So let's say you're driving around on the highway and someone slows down in front of you, but you have cruise control on. When you have adaptive cruise control, it will automatically slow down your vehicle to keep a safe following distance. And you can play with those settings down in there using that notepad button, which is kind of cool. Anyways, back to that display. Yep, fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Nice badging, decent sounding horn. This is the fun. Again, if you looked at my 2020 Kia Soul video, this was the second vehicle to introduce, or I guess the Telluride is the second video. Well, let's try that again. The Telluride is the second vehicle to introduce this large screen. If you saw in my previous video, the Soul was the first. This one carries it over, and I think they've done a beautiful job. So in my last Soul video, I was kind of rambling on because I didn't really know what to expect, but now I kind of do. I love the way they set it up with a 1, 2, 3 kind of display, which these two act as one, this act as one, they all act independently. You'll see what I mean in a sec. So let's say you're in reverse. There you go. On the left side of the screen, you have your actual backup camera, but you do have your 360 view right there. And because it is a touch screen, you're able to just touch those to get close-up views. Oops. Which, you know, is a very handy feature if you're trying to back around a car or around kids' bikes and toys, around a parking lot, whatever the case may be. Very good use of the screen. Then when you switch back into drive, you do have, let's see how long it takes. You do have that screen for a while until I think you hit 15 kilometers an hour. Then you can turn it off automatically. If not, there's a button just by the gear shift that will do it for you. Yeah. Media options. Oh, I did that last time. Media options. If you want to take a look, you do have some buttons just underneath here. This is how you can access quick things such as your map and your navigation. And by hitting any one of these buttons, it automatically makes the full display to utilize what you're doing. Underneath here, let's say you want to go to radio, hit that radio button. The options that you have available, of course, AM, FM radio, satellite radio for Sirius XM is included, which will come with a trial subscription. That is definitely on the house for Kia. If you don't want to listen to those media options, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are installed. All you have to do is get connected down in there with a USB. While we're down here, you're going to be whipping out your phone anyways. That center USB is how you communicate with the car, so you can use features like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Other than that, you do have another USB charging port. You do have a 12-volt cigarette lighter style accessory port. And then this whole console down here, that is wireless charging compatible. So this mat right there, if your phone is able to do wireless charging, that'll work. You know what? I think I'm going to move on for the media system. The media system is pretty self-explanatory. So same with the climate control, actually. This one has a very nice wide layout to go along with the rest of the dash. Dual climate control, so one has hot, one has cold. They both can sync at one button. Yeah, there you go. They both can sync to what the driver has set. Yeah, not bad. And I do like how they have rear controls again. Now, if you hit that button, the top screen actually will display rear climate controls as well. You have the ability to do those, and of course, lock it for those little troublemakers. So that's that. Heated steering wheel. Oh, that's a nice placement of the button. Usually it's kind of in this area, which, as you can see, heated seats and heated air-cooled seats are here. Go hot for the top, bottom for the cold, 3 different levels of each, next to the heated steering wheel. The passenger side also has those heated and cooled seat options, so there you go. In the center console, what else do we see? Typical gear shift. This is the fun stuff. It is kind of Kia's first all-terrain type vehicle. So in addition to what you usually see as your drive mode select, there you go, you do have terrain control, so you can do snow, mud, sand, stuff like that. And of course, it will give you a little bit of extra driving control and driving power when you use that selection. Last little bit, some controls down there. That is the button they use to turn off the camera when you are in drive or park. Electronic parking brake, which is always good to have. What else? I think push button start. You saw the key, kind of goes with that. You know what? That is it. Let me just hop out the back. Okay, sorry. This is the part that everyone hates because it gets all shaky. In the back now. I did mention it is an 8-passenger vehicle, so standard 3-passenger seats in the second row. Middle one, of course, has the cup holder. Nothing fancy and out of the ordinary there. What I do find as kind of a cool addition, let close the door there. This is the back of the passenger seat. Take a look at that. Very conveniently placed USB chargers. We're in the kind of day and age where headrest mounted DVD players are kind of out with the old, in with the new. Everyone has iPads and tablets. That's just a great way to have your connectivity and your charging easily accessible. Down there, of course, you do have additional power options, including a 112 volt AC, or sorry, 115 volt AC for home. You can see on the windshield itself, or on the side window, you have the screen that pops up, and along with the other Kia vehicles. Hey, there's the Nero in the background. Say hi, Nero. And as I mentioned, the nice styling and kind of square look with the Harman Kardon speaker system is on the door. Before I show you, oh no, I think I'm locked in. Uh-oh. I hit the child lock. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. Well, now we know you can easily control child lock from a push of a button up at the front. I thought that was for the windows, but now we know it's for the doors. I was gonna say climate control for the rear passengers is back there. Not that important. Air vents are on the top as well, kind of go all the way around. The sunroof itself is covered by a cloth, but to the point we're trying to get at, here's a quick little button. You can push that. It is a nice automatic hands-free type thing. This little step makes it really easy for someone to go in, and there you go. There's 3 additional seats in the back, making this an 8-passenger vehicle. Now, I will be fully honest, I'm 6 foot 1, 6 foot 2 almost, and I could make a short drive in a trip like this. I don't think I could make a long trip or a long drive. This would be good for the littlest kids who, I don't know, will be shoved back here with an iPad again and watching movies on the way to their camping destination. Conveniently, of course, we thought of that too, so side-mounted USB chargers for both. To get out, again, really easy. Okay, very, very easy for that 8-passenger setup. Electronic, no more trying to push, fuss, and fiddle with trying to push a lever. Very good. I'm gonna leave that down because as I hop around to the back, as always, secret button, power tail liftgate. You can see the 8-passenger seating in the back. The setup, again, 60-40 type rear split seating, typical as all of our Kia vehicles. And when you want to flatten that down, you do have the mix and match option for cargo space. You do have the ability to push these ones completely flat, simply with one quick little push. See, mats are included. Space down here. This is how you access your spare tire. Of course, it drops down from the other side. And if you're back here and you want to, if you want to deploy the seat mechanism so you can get out, quick little access button so, adults can do that. Charging port. Okay. You know what? I think that wraps this video up. I don't really have much more to look. I mean, I guess we could look at the engine. Where's the button? Oh, this is gonna be fun. There it is. So last time I checked, I think, again, as I said, it was a 3.8 liter engine, V6, of course. Let's pull that off. Oh yeah, definitely. So if I'm not mistaken, that is 291 horsepower. Okay, 291 horsepower on that. And again, 5,000 pounds of towing capacity. Which honestly, I don't know why someone would think this kind of a vehicle doesn't come with towing capacity. You got 5,000 pounds, that's enough for a trailer, a boat, or something. Whatever the case may be. That's pretty much it. I'm rambling at this point, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna close this up, give you one last view of the entire vehicle, front to back, side to side. If you have any other questions, please do let me know. Thank you so much for watching.